Dimly lit is true.
You thinking about sitting down and starting this podcast with me?
Yep.
Okay.
2 seconds, buddy, because I think it's going to help you.
I'll take your time, dude. Go woke, go broke. That's what I'm hearing. I'll tell you this. Yeah, I can run this whole podcast by myself. It's fine.
Sorry, not from Katie.
No, just run around.
Go walk, go Brad.
Dude, let me say this. The vibe is immaculate. That's number one. And it truly is. I vibrate at maybe the highest frequency out of anybody I know.
I would agree with that.
I got sad for a minute the other day.
Definitely.
Went, oh yeah, I'm the fucking man. And then I stopped being sad.
Okay. So what now?
We just keep doing that until we find love and have a couple of kids, I guess. I
Until
don't really
it just
know.
goes away.
Yeah, I'm trying to find love. I'm back on the market, so shout out our 26 listeners or whatever we got. Tell your friends.
All of them.
And I'm looking for, here's what I'm looking for.
And even if they have a penis, whatever. Let's just,
Nope.
let's run through the roster.
No.
Let's see who we got.
Listen, I'm also, I'll make friends.
You got soft hands. You could stroke a dick.
I know I could stroke a dick. I do it to myself all the time. I'm good as fuck at it. But
How about that video I sent you? That dude's like, okay, what if I come around and start jerking? Dude,
Should we
I
play
told
it?
you you'd fucking die. I think you should.
I think we should play it for the boys, for the crew.
It's not even a gay thing, bro.
Lords of Dogtown. Yo, I fired up Lords of Dogtown a couple nights ago. Fell asleep to it, but what a great movie. It holds up.
I've never seen it.
You
got a heavy rack?
Yeah, that's a good rack on Lords of D-Town. Let's try this
Nice.
out.
You want to try and be a big man? Nice one, mate. What are you going to do if I come around and just grab your shit and start fucking jerking? Huh? Not a lot. You're going to fucking explode. That's what. And it's not even a homo situation. It's a dominance thing, mate. It's a dominance thing. Do you not understand, bro? Are you dizzy? Are you slow in the head? Come on, mate. Stop calling me free. Stop calling me all of these horrible names, man. When all it is a show of power. I'm a powerful man. Why do you think that I roll around and everyone fucking... They're scared. They're scared of me. They get stressed out.
Oh, you slow? You dizzy?
Start fucking jerking you.
Come on, me. It's not homo.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
That's our king, dude. I know that guy.
All right, where were we at? You were fishing for single women. Oh, you're going to tell us what you're looking for in a woman.
Honestly, dude,
Tits.
somebody
Vagina.
that's like, Native American ladies in Western movies?
Yes.
You know how they make you feel?
So you want your own little Sacagawea, huh?
You know how they make you feel?
Yes.
That's how I want to feel when I look at this girl, and I don't care what her race is.
Wow. So we're looking for a little African-American girl. Dresses like a native.
Probably.
Light-skinned, preferably.
Probably.
We can't do a Latina. She'll fucking stab you.
Dude, I think I'm ready for something a little more, what would you call that? Like straightforward. Just it's all out there. That I feel like that's what you get from the Latin ladies.
Yes.
Is like you see it all in the first week, and that's just what you sign on for.
For sure.
And that's simpler for me, because hoes can switch up, dude.
What do you think that it's going to be like at home when you bring her home to your tribe?
Which woman?
Well accepted, or is she going to have to win them over? Whatever colored gal you get in there, whether that be brown or black or whatever.
I think that
And I don't mean colored in a foul manner.
I got to learn this. This is one of the great. I'm so grateful for this relationship I got to have with whatever.
It's
man.
okay to rip a.
I don't want to have to beep shit, bro. So I was just
Dude,
gonna,
it makes me laugh so
with
fucking
my
hard
previous
when you beep it.
lover. One of the things I learned from her. What did I learn?
You learn that she sucks dick like a
No, that's not what we're talking about.
What are we talking about?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
Just all the things about
If a woman has to fight to have my family love her or whatever. This is the first time because I've only been with that cheating whore for so many years, and it's just been weird bringing her around the family. Everybody knows that she cheated on me. So I got to bring somebody new around, and somebody who's so sweet and kind and vibrates at a good frequency that it was so sick to have everybody just be on my team and be like, oh, she's so cool and cute and sweet. That's so cool for you. And I was like, thanks. I don't think it'll like last forever. And they said, oh, no, why not? And I was like, oh, really? You like her? It made me feel good, dude.
That's good.
I haven't got to feel my family accepting a woman for a long time.
Dude, or possibly ever, really.
Yep. Yeah.
Maybe that's why you liked it so much.
Yeah, so that was very nice. That was very sweet. And she would just make me so many delicious meals.
And that's good. You need it. I've been saying this.
So anyway, I'm just grateful
You
that I got
can't
to see.
eat 50 calories a fucking day and maintain a happy, healthy life.
That's exactly true.
You're
and
like,
I
I'm
found-
depressed. No, your body hurts. Eat a sandwich, dude. You're dwindling away on us.
I found that out the hard way, dude. Yeah, I wish that instead of when it rained, like instead of raining water, if it rained like fucking salami and
Titties.
cheese,
Yeah.
dude.
That
And then I'd
too.
just be a storm chaser. And I'd be a big old boy. But
If the grass was just titties and it rained salami and cheese onto them, dude,
oh, you're talking about
there's
heaven?
no better life.
You're
Yeah.
talking about the afterlife, okay?
Oh, for sure.
God damn, that would be. And the
Grab me a
grass.
piece of salami off that tit.
But then nobody'd ever mow the grass, dude. I'd be down there fucking it all the
Oh,
time.
dude, yeah, you wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
The grass would be maintained.
You could catch me.
It'd
in
be
the-
like turning goats loose in a fucking field. Like, it's gonna be
Yeah,
low
dude.
grass.
Find me in the Kentucky bluegrass. I'm not
You cover
coming
a
out.
tit in grass, I'll cut it quick. Give me that
Oh,
tit.
dude. Yeah, that makes me miss. You know how you get into a relationship with a lady and then you talk about all the fun sexual things you'd like to do and you may do, and it's like this fun thing.
Oh, yeah.
We left some moves on the table,
That'll happen.
and it makes me sad. So I'm hoping that maybe I can bounce back in the future and just sort of roll through some of these things I'd like to do.
I think you will. I think you're on your way back. Here's what I'll say.
Ladies, if you're listening and you don't mind a little in your mouth,
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and bleep that. But
All right, and you can. You know what I do that I did today and that I'm not proud of that I do?
cool.
If a girl on Tinder has her what she's interested in set for short term,
Dude, love it.
I will immediately say, let me eat that motherfucker from the back when we match. Every fucking time. Unmatch me. I don't give a shit.
He said
That's the
short
kind of language you fucking deserve for setting it to short term, you whore.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's fun.
I
And one girl said, ooh, yeah. When, daddy?
Yikes. Am I going to be allowed to put this on the internet because
Oh, yeah.
of how you're in love now?
No, I'm not in love now.
Okay, but you're fixing to maybe be in love one day?
Yep.
Okay.
I think I stay working towards that, but I've also reached a place where this. I guess I'll just get right into it. This days off was real awesome, dude. It started with 5 days of camping with family and my brother that I haven't fucking seen in a long time, and we got to just spend 24 hours a day together. Bought the truck, got a new fucking rifle, cleaned up some old shit, just really fucking refilled the tank.
Can we take a pause for a minute
Absolutely.
and talk about how you bought a Toyota Tacoma?
I don't. Just from the tone of your voice when you said that, I don't. feel
Here's
like
the
this
thing, dude.
conversation's
I have
something
no
I'm gonna love.
opinions. I trust everybody's timeline. I think that everybody's exactly where they're supposed to be all the time because the universe is on our side. Unfortunately, I'm not. Everybody's not me, you know. And our big, tall lumberjack friend, he talks foul. He says evil things. He's got a podcast where he famously gets drunk and MFs.
Dude,
By the way, you know what people are saying MF now? They're saying, "Oh, I'm MFing again." They're just saying that with their buddies and shit.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
of
the
you.
thing now.
Yeah.
Well, it's a you thing. You're the one that named it.
Well,
I was doing it in the wild, and you were like, hey, I'm going to put a label on that.
So that's sick. But anyway, my point is, some of these listeners of ours are like young men that are like really cool, and they have opinions about, you know, just
And that's, if you're listening, that's not you, Doss Creek. You're a sellout. You fucking changed up. Not a text, not a call, not nothing in months. So when we're talking about the young listeners that we appreciate, I hope you know that you're not the one we're talking about.
yeah, and that's a long list of names. We can shout them out, but it's a long list before we get down to Dosstown.
Yeah, he's out. Fucked himself.
So yeah, so it was nice knowing you, D-Town. Hope I never see your face in this town again.
Yeah, I swear to God. They put you back in the pickle jar, I'm hazing the fuck out of you.
He just comes back to work.
Yeah,
We
like I'm
don't talk
kicking
to
your
him.
fucking door open an hour into your night off. I'm fucking with you bad, dude.
JK Dosstown, dude. Shout out you. You're the man. Speaking of which, Brad, mustache firefighter guy, just sent me a Snapchat.
Nice.
I'm going to send him a Snapchat of this because he's going to love it. Anyway, so shout out mustache firefighter guy. He will get to hear this while he's driving down the road.
All right, back to Tacoma. Let's get this out of the way.
Oh, I wanted to bring it up because I know some people would like to drive in their vehicles and laugh at you right now.
They do.
Like picturing you. Remember Mr. Incredible when he gets in the car that's like too small for him?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, or the guy from Toy Story when he gets in and he has to drive in his chicken suit, remember? And he's
Yep.
got to drive across the street.
Yes, sir.
Is that how you feel when you get that
A
Tacoma?
little bit. It does feel weird getting into it. I will say that. I slide out real easy, but the entry, It's a little small. Now, here's what I will say. I normally will not change a fucking thing I'm going to do based off anyone else's opinion.
Okay.
I stick by that. But if I would have known prior to buying the Tacoma, the flack I was going to catch, women included.
That's what I mean. It's not just
Luke's wife said, "You're getting a what?" Gay. I was like, what the fuck? It's a sweet little pickup. I drive back and forth. What is happening right now? I was driving the fucking $70,000 Duramax around all day, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's a lot of fucking money." Then I buy the Tacoma, and they're like, "F it,
idiot." Yeah, I don't understand.
What?
I think it's a great decision. If you,
I think it's cute.
if you're into making gay decisions, but
Maybe if it blows a head gasket, you'll spend 6 months loving me, even though I'm a piece of fucking shit, and go pick it up in Oregon for me, huh?
okay, that seemed like a pretty. You really had to
Is he
weave
offended?
you had to weave yourself into an insult pretty heavy.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that
dude,
one.
I was reaching.
Wow.
For sure. It was definitely a reach.
I
I got nothing, man. I've been against the ropes by all you fuckers for days. You know, the only person that was amped on it was Dustin.
Of course,
And that tells you that,
he's the guy you want in your corner.
no, you made a wrong decision. Because Dustin does that for people. He'll be like, oh,
He builds them
super
up.
cool, man.
True.
That thing will be neat for cruising back and forth.
True. He is that kind of guy. I appreciate.
Tyler
it.
on the phone today said, like, we're getting to the end of our phone call. We spent 5 minutes on the phone. I got backed up in traffic in Billings. So I called him, "Hey, you on your way out there?" "Yeah." "Have you made it to Billings yet?" "Nope." And I was like, fuck, well, it sucks when you get here. And we're getting off the phone. I said, "All right, we'll see you out there." He said, "Hey, do you just all the time unplanned to go buy a fucking prissy ass truck out of nowhere, or what's that about?" I was like, "Oh God, it hasn't stopped."
Damn it.
I look out in the driveway and I'm all excited, like, I bought a new truck. I love it.
I'd
Everyone's
like
like,
just shit on
fat.
you. Well, and I think that Tyler too. When you got
it might be karma for all the bullying I did.
answering to T-Bone about a boneheaded vehicle purchase,
Yep.
whether it's boneheaded or not, but him when he gets to grilling you, you go, "I better have thought this through."
Oh yeah. I'll tell you what. He let up when I said. He goes, "Oh, you still have the Cummins?" I said, "Yeah, I'm driving it right now. I just put $300 in red diesel that morning in it." And he was like, "Oh, all right. Well, that's fair enough. You got a tow pig, a good runner. That'll be all right." And he's semi.
He goes, "Okay, I support."
Yeah, he's like, and the Cummins is a perfect truck to leave parked around. It's not that expensive. And I'm like, "Are you still trying to hurt my feelings, or what's happening?"
Have we shifted?
Glad you still kept that piece of shit and bought that faggy ass Tacoma, Gaylord. All right, I'm gonna get off the phone now, T-Bone.
So thank you for detouring with me.
Yep.
But anyway, you got the truck. You went camping.
New rifle. Hung out with the kids. We went to a movie. We did all the things. Rode my
You guys watched
motorcycle a couple
Breakfast
times.
Club.
Dude, I did. I put them on the Breakfast Club, and 3/4 of the way through, Wade was
Can
just
we talk
looking
about
at me
the
like,
lulls that we had about it?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Are you talking about the young teen women?
Yeah. So
I almost felt inappropriate when I sent you
I
that
know,
snap.
dude.
like,
It was so funny. So you fired up the movie and you said showing the boys a classic, The Breakfast Club. And
well, you had told just to start this.
Okay.
You had told me before. You were talking about things to do with your children. You were talking about someone else's wife, and I can't remember who it was. But you were like, fucking, like, watch classic cinema with them. Do something with them.
Yeah.
Teach them something.
Okay, so yeah.
And for some reason that day, me and Gunner were just butting heads. He was pissing me off, not listening. And he kept going, "Oh, I don't know." When I'd say, "What the fuck are you thinking? Why would you do that?" "I don't know." What is happening? You know that, like, I'll lose my mind when you say, "I don't know." That's not good enough. You'll say, "Give me a minute," and go stand in the corner before you tell me, "I don't know." That ain't fucking working. We were just in, and then I got off the phone with Luke, and he's like, "I'll just spend some time with him." And I was like, "You know what? It's classic cinema.
We'll
night."
watch some classic. And did it bring the family together?
Oh, dude, hard.
God, and it can too, huh? There's nothing that brings people together like good film.
For sure.
So, you sent me that, and I said, "Oh boy, I hear there's some like hot teens in there." I haven't seen The Breakfast Club for years, but I've heard people talk about how when they watched it as a teenager, they got hard as hell.
Oh, yeah.
So I said, "Hey, you got a preteen boy, you might keep an eye out. There's a hot teen in this movie."
Oh.
And then you sent me that Snapchat. He's sitting on the couch and his knees are up under a blanket. Remember when you used to put your
Yep.
knees up under a blanket?
Oh, yeah.
And I went, "Huh?"
Shoved up. Yeah, for sure.
That was the funniest
But I rocked
shit.
him, so I hit him with Breakfast Club. We watched that through, a good classic. And then a recent, not super recent, but recent enough for me. Then we watched Lawless.
Do I know Lawless?
You should. It's
I'm
got
gonna-
Shia LaBeouf. And it's in the Prohibition. They're
You're thinking of Django
moonshiners.
Unchained.
No, you're thinking of
I know.
Django Unchained.
No, I haven't seen Lawless. In 1931, the Bondurant brothers of
Yep.
Franklin County, Virginia, run a multi-purpose backwoods establishment that hides their true business, bootlegging. And I'll tell you another thing. Jason Sharp told me a while back. This is what it's like if I drink coffee. But Jason Sharp told me, shout out Jaquan, that the best way to experience movies is to go into them, don't read what it's about, don't look up reviews. Just like if somebody says watch this movie, learn nothing about it and watch it.
Dude, I've been the king of watching new movies then.
Really?
Because I don't even... You've recommended like 20 movies since I've met you. I haven't watched one. I don't know what they're about.
You're supposed to watch them. You're supposed to watch them.
Like,
You're just
if I
not,
see one in passing, I'll be like, holy shit, I had no idea.
No, you're just not supposed to do any like work going in, research, anything. You're just supposed to go in blind.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
He says that's the move. I don't do that. I look up how did it do, how are the reviews, what was the critical reception, what's the plot, who's in it.
Well, you're robbing yourself of an experience.
You're robbing yourself of an experience because I'm the best person to watch movies with.
I'll
I'm
tell
the
you
best
what,
movie
dude.
picker of all time.
We went and watched
Everybody can
Spider-Man
suck my
in
dick.
the multiverse or whatever the fuck it was. Horrible.
6 thumbs down, dude.
Cartoon, like it
Rotten
was
Tomatoes
fucking
says
terrible.
it's amazing.
My children
They lied.
wanted to leave 35 minutes into it. Gunnar was like, we don't have to. And I was like, yeah, we can get out of here, dude. This is terrible.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad.
It must be a newer one. Is that a newer one?
I'll tell you what, a little blonde fucking 17-year-old sack of shit fucking motherfucker. He comes in. I'm in the very back row. There's maybe 10 people in this movie theater, and they're down by the front. Uh-huh. He walks in, and I had posted a truck on Marketplace, and I'm on my phone looking at Marketplace, and he walks over firmly. We're talking this kid. I could have let Gunner kick his fucking ass. Scrawny, arrogant little sack of shit. He immediately sees my phone and, like, gets his shoulders tense and walks up to me, and he goes, sir, can you please put your phone away, please? And I left it open with the light on, and I just turned at him, and I stared at him. And I'm comfy at the movie at this point. I've got my flat bill hat barely hanging on the back of my head. It's down by my eyes, and I just look up at him, and he stares at me for a second and walks away. And I looked at Gunner, and Gunner's laughing already because he already knows. He's like, oh, dude, he just fucking tried power moving you. You don't do that shit to Dad. Dude, and so I'm like, legitimately, my fucking neck's getting hot. I'm like, who the fuck does this little motherfucker? I'll take him outside and put him in the fucking trash can. What the fuck is he talking about? Put your phone away, please. Bitch, say please at the fucking start.
So did you?
I shut it off.
How much longer did you leave it on for?
I don't know, maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah,
After that,
like
after he turned away, so he has a routine. He walks in the back, he walks down the stairway to the front, goes through the door, checks the monitor at the back, and then walks back through.
Making his rounds.
Yeah, so as he did that, and I turned up and stared at him, and like he probably hung on like 5 seconds. Mm-hmm. Like he's seeing if I'm going to be one of those dads like, oh gosh, that was silly of me having my phone out in here. And I'm looking at him like, I will fucking kill you with this phone. I'll do whatever the fuck I want in here. I'll piss in the corner. I'll go down there and steal those kids' fucking popcorn. And you're the last motherfucker that's going to tell me I'm not going to do it, you little sack of shit. But no, it's probably, he walked down, it's like 35, 40 seconds. I finished the message I was typing. Put it in my pocket, and then he walks up, and he's staring at me, like halfway up the stairway, and I'm like, this motherfucker, dude. And so I just fucking mean mugged the shit out of him, and he gets about probably 5 feet from me, and he's still staring the whole time, but then he turns away and walks out the door. So I get up and walk out the door behind him and pull my phone open and start doing my message and just staring at him every couple of seconds. Like I just make it a little uncomfortable. Yeah, like you little fucking prick. Damn. Dude, I would have been fine if he'd have said, hey, excuse me, sir. It's just policy. Can you put your phone away while you're back here? Great. Put your phone away, sir. Please. I will snap your arms off your shoulders, you fucking
you don't have
weasel.
to give me attitude. We're all grown-ups. I'm with you there,
dude.
but let me say this.
Okay.
The dude makes $11 an hour, and then probably what happens every movie is some little fucking white bitch comes out of there and pulls him aside and said, there were people on there from the whole movie. Did you know that? That's disrespectful. When I go to a movie, and he's like, I make $11 fucking an hour. And then he walks in and he sees you on his phone and he goes, maybe I'll give a shit today. Maybe I'll fucking try. And he goes up, he goes, sir, could you put your phone away, please? And you go, you motherfucker. And he walks away and you stare at him with your phone on. And he goes, I fucking hate it.
Dude, any other circumstance, it was empty. I was affecting nobody.
You were the only person.
He was totally. It was
just
me,
you guys?
Wade, and Gunner. So there's 20 fucking rows in this theater. Me, Wade, and Gunner are on the very back fucking row.
So fun to do with your boys.
The 10 people that were in the movie theater beside us are 10 to 15 rows in front of us. It's dim. Like, I can see what's going on,
And
but
he
I'm
just
not
went
pissing
out of his way to go to the back of the
And he
movie
immediately
theater.
was like, oh, this is the spot where I get to use my power. Newsflash, buddy. You ain't using it on me. I'll do what I want.
Do you think
if I had Braxton's typewriter, I'd write a motherfucking letter in this goddamn theater with a fucking lamp, and you're the last one stopping me from doing it.
Do you think that? Do you think that he just started getting hand jobs from his high school girlfriend, so he thinks he's hot
something
shit now?
close like that, yeah. Or he was the oldest kid in his family growing up, so his parents make him feel like he's
in charge. You're the man of the
I'll
house
tell you
now,
what,
James.
Here's what I can tell
Stewart?
you:
Is his name
is
Stewart?
he was definitely James or Stewart, and he was definitely straight A's. The kid was
really?
drier than a popcorn fart. He walked like he got beat up in the locker room a lot.
Oh, this is all he had.
No, not like he got recently beat up. Like, just watched him walk, I was like, yeah, you'd have got beat up.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, he was a little cocksucker, and that's why I felt so. Hey, buddy, I get that maybe you don't have much of a backbone, and you feel like now that you got a little bit of power in this goddamn movie theater, they're paying you minimum wage at. But maybe you could just walk up to me and go, hey, man. It's just, I hate doing it, but can you put your phone away while they're watching the movie? It's a whole thing. We'd have laughed. We'd have had an exchange. I'd have been like, goddamn, making you do your job, huh? Those
Yeah,
fuckers.
it would have been nice. You
Yeah, it would have been great. Put your phone. Tell me what to do
I keep
again,
trying
you
to tell
weasel.
these fucking
I'll drag
idiots.
you by your little
You
curly
can be
blonde
kind.
locks up front and smack the first fucker that says something about
Yeah,
it
and I
with
think
your
you
little
should
ass.
too. Fuck that shit, dude. And I'll tell you another thing.
That kind of went to hell on it.
But
didn't it?
bubble water just didn't open. But I watched. So everybody's losing their fucking shit. Everybody's got their damn knickers in a twist over this Matt Rife situation. You familiar with this Matt Rife fellow?
Just kind of what the media is showing me. It's already kind of. Will you hand it to me? You're pissing me off.
I can't
Give me
get
those
this
fucking
thing.
clippers.
I can't get it up. The clippers won't work. I got my pliers on me, you cocksucker. Yeah, that's a
The clippers will work.
pliers, cocksucker.
Cocksucker.
Hey, they got a punch on the one end. Okay, I'm sorry for interrupting the podcast, but Daddy needs his beverage. Now, Matt Rife, listen. I'm glad everybody loves him. A lot of people thought it'd be funny to say, hey, you know Matt Rife? Yeah, I saw this funny meme about how, hey, girls, instead of freaking out about Matt Rife coming to town, you should go get your oil changed.
I shared
thought
that
was
on
funny.
Facebook.
Braden told me about it. Everybody thought it was funny. Cool, I guess. Here's the thing. I watched Matt Rife's special. As a student of comedy, long documented student of comedy. We have the receipts. We have a podcast where I'm way funnier than him, first off. That's neither here nor there. Secondly, he's a tool bag. You can't get up on stage. Sorry about it. This is going to bite me in the ass when I'm fucking world famous. But you can't just get up on stage and go, hey, everybody, I have a ton of black friends and we roast people. And you just have an audience of fucking dumb white bitches and they say stuff and then you roast them and they get to like have this weird fantasy experience of like having a black guy like roast him and be mean. But it's just the most handsome white dude of all time, so it's all comfortable for him.
You know
It's
what
a
that
weird
reminds
fucking
me of?
gross game. And he's kind of funny. He made me LOL a few times, but...
That reminds me of the day I was listening to the Joe Rogan, Shane Gillis. Well, Shane Gillis on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Can I say one more thing about it?
Yep.
Sorry. It was the same thing that made me mad about Chris Rock. Towards the end of it, it turned into a whole... He was preaching. He was not doing comedy anymore. And I just went, comedy special. What are you doing? And I just walked around the house doing chores going, comedy, yep, we're doing comedy, right on. And I was pissed at him. But okay, so anyway, Joe Rogan and who?
Shane Gillis. We're talking about... Well, Joe Rogan was talking about how in the 80s, when comedy was, like, taking off, like, there was guys that just talked in a comedy voice. And they maintained, like, 3 or 4 years of being a comedian and doing decent just because they used, like, a voice of a comedian. Yeah, 100%.
Whoa.
I think that's kind of
so
the
true.
Matt Rife thing. I don't think it's going.
Yeah.
Because Dane Cook, how fucking big was he? From nothing to selling out Madison Square Garden in, I think, 4 years. That's a fucking insane trajectory.
I don't
and then he fucking fell off.
I don't want to be too nerdy about it because I kind of have opinions about all this stuff, which is cool. Hopefully it's not gay to talk about.
Nerd out, dude. You can delete it if we don't want
Here's what's interesting about the Dane Cook thing, though, is he was at a very, I don't think we have this anymore, a magic time in comedy where it didn't know how to differentiate itself from the film industry. And so you had comedians trying to be actors and comic actors and comedian actors trying to be comics. And like there was this weird crossover. And Dane Cook hit it just right to where he was a comedian that was like kind of funny and handsome. And so he was like, all Hollywood was like, get in our movie, dude. You can be the funny guy.
Too, didn't he?
And so the movies blew him up. So then he was selling out stadiums because he was an actor doing comedy. But I don't look at, and I could be wrong, and who cares? This is all fucking the jerk off sesh anyway. But as far as like when you're just talking about comedians or things like that, I don't think about him that much as just a comedian because he's got the whole acting thing.
That's fair.
That's what made him popular.
Ron White talks about Dane Cook, and he said that he bought his album because he had heard all the hype. He put it in his car. He listened to it the whole way home, and then he took the CD out of his car and dropped it in the garbage as he was walking in. And he said, not anything rude. It's just something I would never listen to again. I don't need it in my car. Yeah. And then Ron White goes, I mean, everyone has their own style, but I don't know what to tell you. Those aren't punchlines, buddy. And he is the fucking king of comedy. Ron White is fucking.
Oh my god!
The only reason he's not more talked about, like all of like your Patrice O'Neil's, the
Norm,
100%. The only reason he's not talked about like that yet is because he's not dead.
Because he's not
when
dead.
He dies,
and because yes, true, he's gonna fucking blow up. But
definitely.
And also, there's
the Michael Jackson.
There's a weird thing in the comedy world.
He'll make $51 million the year after he dies.
True. There's a weird thing in the comedy world where the like blue collar or it was the blue collar comedy tour.
It was the blue collar.
Those guys kind of got annexed and like became a separate fucking vein.
Most
comedy.
Definitely.
And so like Ron White kind of got stuck in there, even though he's not that. He's a like all time great comedian
for sure.
But he got stuck being in the same like lane as Larry the Cable or Jeff Foxworthy and John Caparulo and Bill Engvall. Bill Engvall's funny too, but.
He's all right.
But I mean, Ron White is not the same as he's a different breed than they are.
Jeff Foxworthy, I think, is just smart as fuck. Mm-hmm. He did the thing. Who would you compare that to? Kevin Hart. He found the thing that worked, and Kevin he Hart. Just fucking.
Damn it! My dad was telling me the other day. He's like, "Yeah, I watched a movie with Kevin Hart movie the other day." And he didn't even know. He's like, Kevin, who's that? And I said, Kevin Hart. Goes,
you know you're a redneck?
And then he tried to explain it to me and was like, it wasn't that good. And I'm like, I know, Dad. We hate Kevin Hart movies. We don't watch them.
For sure.
I could have watched
Yeah, he's definitely the Trailer Park Kevin Hart. And he did it first.
Yeah, and he did it good. I think it's cool what he did.
He's the reason Ron White's here. Ron White had done 25, I think, and don't quote me on the numbers, but I think Ron White had done 25 years of being on the road, and he was living in a camper in his friend's backyard.
Oh.
And Jeff Foxworthy called him and said, hey,
you want to hop on board?
We're doing this tour.
Damn. Well, he's so good.
Ron White's the shit.
You know who else
He's the best, but he had no exposure. He was just driving around to clubs. Of course, if you show the world that guy, there's so many dudes that are like,
fine-tuned.
He's my fucking hero.
Yeah. You know who else gets forgot about? It's funny as fuck. Nate Bargatze.
He is fucking hilarious.
And he works clean and he's so
I don't
funny.
even know if you know what an airport is. But if that plane was in our driveway, I don't think you'd make that flight on time. When he's talking about his wife. Oh, dude, it's fucking hilarious. No, we're leaving at 12:30. The flight's not till 2:15. Okay, so what do you think I wanted to know when I asked you that? You just told me a time that means nothing to nobody ever? I'll tell you what. Tell me what time you're going to bed, and I'll just hang out at the Texas airport and check every incoming flight for you and my daughter to be on it. Dude, that's what we're all thinking when we're dealing with these women.
Yeah, so Matt Rife did do this in his special. You might have to watch it so you can have an opinion.
I need to watch that and the Jelly Roll deal.
True. So he did this thing where, and this is his act. It's pretty gay. But there were some exciting moments in it. He goes, here's my red flags for dating. He names a few of them and tells his retarded stories that aren't that funny. And then he goes, oh, you know what? Let's just take some suggestions from the audience about what red flags are for you ladies, because this is one-sided. And then they throw them out. And then he does push back immediately every time, and it's always fun. Because a lady does get put in her place, like, every 10 minutes for 30 minutes during the special, where he just goes.
And you know the ones that chimed in when he gave him the opening? Are the loudmouth ones that probably needed to hear.
Yeah, dude, it's so great. What was the one where she said she didn't like it if he said he wanted to split the check? And he's like, what, did you think he was just going to buy everything for you? Did one of those. It was nice. And then he said, did you sleep with him? And she goes, yeah. And then that was so nice, dude. Just a whole crowd of people. Like, you fucking were mad at him for wanting to split the check and you still slept with him? What are you doing?
Oh, dude.
So anyway,
that's
dumb
fucking
bitches.
insanity. So if
Sorry, it was fun watching
on that, dude,
a room full of...
I would be offended if she wanted to split the check. No, I'll pay for it.
Yeah, I know.
But don't be offended that I'm expecting some slobber on my pecker here in the next hour and a half, 2 hours. I'll take you for a couple more drinks. We'll do it. But do you think I'm doing all this for fun?
Do you ever?
I got kids I could have took to fucking blast off and played arcade games with. Like, do you think I'm just investing this in you because you are such an absolute fucking treat for everyone around you that you deserve twice a week? A guy takes you out and buys you a bunch of shit you didn't work for? The fuck out of here with that.
You know who that sounds exactly like?
I'll buy you dinner, suck my dick.
Whoa, you know?
God, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, well, here's the problem. Can I say some things about that? First of all, that sounds exactly like Patrice O'Neal. That's why he's a god. R.I.P. He's the king. I've been listening to a lot of Patrice lately. He's
fucking
man.
hilarious.
Second of all, but do you worry that there's something transactional about that approach to sex?
100%. So you know when that doesn't happen? There's a girl that might listen to this. You know what she didn't do for our first date? She said, what do you think? And I said, I'll pick you up. I'll ice the cooler down. We'll go for a mountain drive. Mm-hmm. Perfect. She didn't go, let's start with dinner, and then you can take me to the bar after that. I'll treat you how you act.
Yeah.
If you're just fishing for a free meal, I'm going to fish for a free blowjob.
Yeah, and I think that's fair, but not everybody does.
But if you're a genuine sweetheart and you're just like, oh, hey, like, what can we... Like when I went on that date with in what town does she live in? Williston?
Yeah.
Or whatever. We went to the bar. We ordered the drinks. I give her my card, and then she's figuring out how to pay for the axe throwing. And I said, hey, whenever you figure it out, here's my card for it. And she just paid for it, and she said, oh, yeah. Calm down, sweetheart. I got it. We're fine.
Yes. I like that.
Like, if you're going to do it that way, that's cool. Then we're not doing the same thing. But if you're if you're a single mom that's broke, and you're looking for a fucking free night out, and you want me to foot the fucking bill, I'll pay the bill.
But that's because
But I'm going to treat you like the fucking same little skanky bitch you were being, using me being attracted to you, because that's all we're doing.
I know.
I'm attracted to you. I want to work something out with you, and you're going to use that for dinner and fun at the bar. I'm going to use it for empty ball sack fun at home.
And we don't get taken advantage of.
We don't. But it's hard at the top. We're kings. That's all we've ever
Dude,
been.
and it is lonely. And I'm getting to experience loneliness again. You know how you get in a relationship and you go, oh, fucking loneliness is nothing. I'll be fine. I was fine before you. I'll be fine after you. And then you leave and you go, I'm sad.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing, dude. I've been like, oh, fuck.
For sure,
sad.
but how
Nobody
cool,
will ever love me.
How cool is it for it to be different, though? And you're experiencing loneliness at the top.
Yeah, so when I did that after I got divorced, I did it for like a year and a half, the part where I'm like, oh. I did it for like 6 hours. This time I went, oh, that makes me sad, dude. I'm lonely. I wish I had a girl that loved me. And then I went, Braxton, you're a 7th density level of consciousness. You vibrate at a frequency that probably is not even capable of being charted.
Which is good you're getting on board with these breakups already, because there's not many women that are going to be able to keep up. You probably have like 3 or 4 more breakups before Mrs. Right shows up.
Oh, yeah, or less.
Could be less. We hope for less.
Definitely
we hope for
one
0.
more. Definitely one more breakup.
But I bet another dumb bitch will stroll her way in.
I hope so, dude. I'm wondering if maybe I'm trusting in the universe to be on my side.
If
I spend the next year without an opportunity to find love or do sex or have a relationship, I'm crawling back to I'm saying, take me. I'll travel wherever you are. I know you make sandwiches.
I take it back. Southeast Idaho sucks. Let's
You're
go.
Perfect. I'll never say the N-word again.
Oh, that's fucking dope, dude.
I would 100%, dude.
Good
because
shit.
I've done this before where I went, I'm the man. I can do this. And I took a year off. And I didn't get to find anybody.
For sure. But I don't think you were looking that hard either. I think
I'm
you're kind of
ready.
stuck in your own
I'm
shit.
ready to go.
I bet. You're good now.
Dude,
you're shedding your skin like a fucking snake, dude.
I am.
You ditched the glasses. You ditched the old haircut. You ditched old Rodeo Rose, the tuxedo. You ditched Tyler's house. It just all turned into a new part of your life, and she was part of it that couldn't transfer into the new one. We didn't get rid of Ellie. She was a good egg. She could have went to the wayside of fucking cocksucking or whatever. We kept the good parts. We fucking trimmed the fat. We're on to the next era.
Maybe. I'm not hanging up. Listen, dude. It might piss people off. She's a sweet gal, and she has a special place in my heart.
She really is.
And maybe one day things will be different for us. I'm not like holding out hope that like, oh fuck yeah, dude.
For sure.
6 months.
You're being realistic.
But I'm saying that like we're good. She's cool.
Yeah.
And I'd fall in love with her if that's what the universe had in store for me. It's
I'd
just
love to
not what
see
the
her change and see it work out.
The universe does not have that in store for us right now.
For
And that's
sure.
cool with me. Because I'm going to get in store with some
You're
other...
on the fucking win, dude.
some other
You're in the
bitches,
fucking
dude.
zone. You're on the come up, dude.
I
think that fucking mullet might have got to you.
Oh,
I think your fucking balls were in the mullet the whole time, dude. You didn't realize. You're like, fuck these glasses, grow this hair, show me the pussy.
It's the
dude.
craziest confidence boost of all time. But I truly have... I did that thing. I hope I haven't talked about this, but how girls dye their hair a different color and like buy a car when they break up with you.
Oh, yeah.
I did that except for 10 times better.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking balled out, dude.
Yeah, you completely, like, you just closed the chapter on part of your life
Yeah.
and opened a new one.
I went, oh, well, I guess it's time for me to have my own place to live in a sick-ass mullet now and
Dude,
a
for
big-ass
sure.
pickup.
I think you hung out in the last chapter a little too long. You're on that last page trying to figure out how to write it, and I think putting it behind
True.
you,
Oh, buddy.
we're just you're on to the
You
new
remember
one.
how for like the longest time I was thinking, God, if I could just figure fucking anything out so I could have my own shower, then I would be the happiest guy in the world. That's all I
Yep,
want.
you did fuss about the shower quite a bit.
And now I have my own whole place to live in.
You have a home
I have
on
a
wheels.
home, dude.
You can put it anywhere.
I
You can
know.
fall in love with anyone. You can go work anywhere. You can do anything. You got a home and a pickup ticket there with you, dude.
And I wanted that so bad, and we finally got it.
You're doing everything you wanted to do.
And I'll tell you this, dude.
And a bitch started making you feel a little weird, and you fucking hucked her to the wayside, dude. You're like, absolutely not. I've worked way too hard to get here. I'm sorry you're still sad, but I'm going to go keep being happy for a while.
Oh, that's exactly what happened. And
For
I'm
sure.
so proud of myself.
You fucking trimming the fat,
I've
dude.
told you this story probably 2 times, but I've got to put it on the pod.
I'll hear it a third.
So there's this old saying that God meets us halfway. Have you heard of this?
Uh-huh.
And the idea is that you can
This
ask
is my favorite story.
you can ask God for stuff, but like he's not a fucking genie
Mm-hmm.
in a bottle. He can't just make wishes and have stuff come true. Sometimes you got to put in a little bit of effort, and he'll meet you there, and the Lord will be faithful to provide ultimately.
We've seen this.
So I was like, okay, I haven't talked to this girl for a day. I have to go break up with her. So I call her and I say, hey, I'm going to be leaving town for North Dakota tomorrow. Would you like me to come say goodbye? And she said, yeah, that sounds great. I'll go to my room. And then I laughed because I was like, don't.
You're going to go to the garage?
Well, no, just saying I'll go to my room. It had a weird
for sure.
childlike feeling. Like, go to your room. I'm going to come over and say goodbye. So anyway, and then I prayed. And I said, God, I'm going to break up with this girl, but I don't know what to say or how to say it. And I'm really bad at this. And I've been tricked into staying in relationships. And I don't know if I have the tools. But, like, I'm trying to do the right thing because I know I shouldn't be sticking around any longer because we're not good for each other right now. And then I went and I rolled in and I sat down. And I was like, here we go, God. And then she just started talking and then cried a little bit and kept talking and talked for like 5 minutes. And then she goes, and so I just don't think I'm at a place right now where, and I said, where you can maintain a relationship? And she said, yeah. And I said, okay, cool, dude. I agree. That sounds great. I'm out of here. And I left. And
Fuck
I
yeah.
walked out and I said, God, thank you so much for doing that for me. I didn't know if I had what it takes.
Fucking Jesus take the wheel,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, he did.
Fucking, you reached out and he was like, I got this. Why don't you just sit tight? I'm going to need you to be present for this meeting, but I don't need you to chime in. You sit back. I'll handle the heavy.
Yep.
We'll move on.
We just need your attendance. You don't have to,
Dude.
contribute.
That is
nothing.
awesome.
So cool, dude. And the Lord is faithful to provide. And so I'm thinking that I can live my whole life that way, which is I'm going to just try my best to like do as good as I can and let the rest of it be. And we talk about it every podcast, but
I could see you somewhere in your 40s starting your own church. Just starting your whole own religion. Because you'd be the best cult leader. Because you'd be like, you'd tell like us guys that we know it's bullshit. You'd be like, listen, I'm going to do the right thing. They're going to believe in the right thing, but they're too fucking stupid
We have to trick
believe
'em.
it on their own. I'm going to trick them, and everyone's going to be better because I tricked them.
damn, dude, that'd be my dream.
Fuck yeah.
but you can't do that because of the truth. Bro, fuck these fucking guys. So I was talking to this fella that I'm not going to name the other day, but an older, wiser gentleman. But, like, you can't have any conversation of any depth because he doesn't even believe that, like, there's anything that's, like, objectively true except for, like, what science can measure. Like, truly just think, like, you know how we think things are true? Like how if we act right, then the universe rewards us, or if we treat people with kindness, that it reciprocates.
Well, I mean, you
that
can
gratitude
say,
reciprocates.
You
That's a
can
great
say
example.
we think, but those things are factual. We know those things are
Yeah,
true.
gratitude reciprocates. We
It
know
does.
that's the case. And it almost takes zero intellectual effort to make an argument that, meaning like it's the logical argument, that there must be a divine order of the universe that has like designed it so that gratitude reciprocates, because that's like a pretty helpful thing to have about,
For
you
sure.
know? But you don't even have to go that far. My point is, if anything that even enters that realm that's like fucking spiritual in any way or like wisdom adjacent is like, well, you don't know objective truth and you don't know. And it's like, yeah, I guess if you want to live your whole fucking life never believing in anything, that would be sick.
Fucking jackass.
You know what I got to thinking about? Sorry, but I got to thinking. I was like, yo, having all this hope and like this faith and the Lord is faithful to provide and I vibrate at a high frequency and I'm a good person and like the universe is going to take care of me is like, even if I choose to believe in that and it's not like the fucking objective truth in reality, isn't it the coolest thing to believe in? Does that
on the
make
same
sense?
note, you're talking about the quality of your life. Are you saying you would rather, either way, say you're going to be alive for 70 years. You're going to spend that 70 years alive. Would you rather spend it going, nothing's real, it's all bullshit, I wouldn't look at it that way, this is fucking gay. Or just being thankful for the good things that happen and making friends with the bad things and having a better life? Like, what
And just
the
trying
fuck
to
are you
lift
talking
everybody
about?
up.
That cannot be true. Yeah, that doesn't
Who
make it
gives
feel
a
better,
fuck?
you
Yeah.
fucking retard.
I feel great when I do the right thing, and I'm trying to help other people do that too.
Yeah, it's not.
Isn't that the
like, I'm not
sickest
saying
one?
me doing the right thing, I should go buy a lottery ticket because I'm paying it back into the universe. It just makes you feel better about the good things and feel better about the bad things too.
And I guess, and maybe this is where the problem lies within me, because I like, when I get passionate about something, I like other people to care about it.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe that's just because this is my passion and other people are good.
And if
at
they
other
don't,
things.
you'll use big words to make them feel stupid about it.
Yep, and I did it today. Fuck. But, but truly, it's like, I hope, whatever. I don't know how you can look at that and not be filled with hope and excitement. That like, oh, yo, there's some young kids that have figured out how to like be positive and like try. They want to make the world a better place. They're filled with hope for the future. This is the next generation. Isn't it important that we're filled with hope for the future?
Is the person you're talking about a boomer?
Yeah.
Because they fucking are the worst,
Yeah,
dude.
and just stereotypical as can be.
Oh, God.
Oh,
They've
and
made everything shitty.
I feel like I've been talking this whole time, but you know how much ammo I have in the podcast tank talking about RFK Jr.? Holy God.
Dude, let's rip a pause. I need to
Okay.
grab 2 more beers and then
We'll
let's
do
tear
a
into
cigarette
it.
and come back.
Yeah, come on.
Dude, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is a Kennedy boy. And he is running for president under the Democratic ticket. He wrote the book, The Real Fauci.
Like he's running for...
President 2024. Next
Oh,
year,
wow.
we are voting a new president in.
Oh, dude, a Kennedy might do it. Democrats might keep going.
I'm going to send this picture so that I don't have to respond to Tyler right now. Sorry, T, just doing a podcast. But anyway, RFK Jr., he has kind of been an environmentalist activist and like a bit of an anti-vaxxer for like the last 20 years, but like just a real environmentalist, global warming guy. And he's very smart and well-read. He's got a fucked up voice. His vocal cords are fucked up, so he sounds maybe kind of like a supervillain. But we're very excited about this because he's the only reasonable dude that's going to be running for president. I'm pretty sure he has no
Even
chance.
Democrat.
He's a Democrat. I mean, that's all good, dude. I'm a Democrat if he's a Democrat. He's the man. You'll have to watch like just any interview with him that's an hour long, and you'll be like, oh, he just seems like a reasonable guy, and then we'll have to get you voting. I'm telling you, I'm on board RFK Jr.
Dude,
I haven't been
vote.
on board.
Let me tell you something.
Hold on, I haven't been on board for a presidential nominee for like a politician being excited for this since 2008. I was 11 years old.
So here's what I'm going to tell you,
Yeah.
and this might be the most American thing I ever tell you, and I know I've told my Texas buddies, and they love it more than anything. Mm-hmm. I vote every opportunity that I get, because there's a lot of people that be like, well, I voted left, or I voted right, or I voted for him, independent, whatever. They'll tell you, this is, or I didn't vote at all because I didn't like either of them. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to fix the problem. I vote every time. We're talking county commissioner. Like, any vote that's happening, I write George Strait on the ballot and turn that motherfucker in, and I leave with an I voted sticker every time. If anyone's going to get us out of this shit, it's King George. Fucking holler at your boy. If more people would get on board with this, we could save this country.
God damn
the dude's got it in the bag.
Okay, well, here's what we need to do. Same energy, but for RFK Jr. I'm telling you. It's just so cool to have somebody that's running for president go, yeah, the pharmaceutical companies lied to us, and they're in bed with the FDA, and we need to fix that. And you go, oh, thanks, man. And he's not crazy. He's not a conspiracy theorist or a lunatic. He's a numbers guy and a studies guy. Because being an environmentalist activist, he just read studies and also scientific papers his whole career. So he's
I got one question.
Does
he know George Strait?
George Strait could be his vice president, yes. In case anything happened to RFK. And Kennedys are not well known for making it through their fucking
Yeah, they're not. It's a hell of a video. You just watch his head split like a goddamn canoe.
Like a fucking watermelon, dude. It ain't no good.
It's nuts. Could you imagine being his wife sitting in that back seat just on top of the world? What the fuck?
Yeah,
your
dude.
husband's just in pieces.
It ain't no good. It does make for great podcasts, though. Huh?
It really does. Fuck him. I don't give a shit.
Brains
I
everywhere.
didn't die that day.
You think Lee Harvey Oswald did it? No, he didn't, dude. All these fucking... I'm so sick of people. Here's the thing. If you don't think the Kennedys are responsible for killing anybody, ever, then we're not going to be able to have a conversation politically.
Same with the Clintons. I don't... And
I
on
said
top
the
of that...
Didn't I say the Clintons?
No, you said Kennedy.
I meant the Clintons, sorry.
Okay. You can listen back to it. I'm right, you're wrong, but no, you said the Kennedys. Okay, I meant yes, the Clintons most definitely. But
if you don't think the Clintons have ever killed anybody, like we're not starting on the same.
The hardest thing is the misinformation. That's what fucks it all up. I'm not a conspiracy theorist by any means, but when they did the autopsy on fucking who's the guy that hung himself?
Oh, Jeffrey Epstein.
I was suicided by the government.
Yeah, dude.
The autopsy showed that this is not what. The marks were not what happened when you hang from a rope.
Yeah.
It shows that someone strangled him. And then everyone's just like, what's going on over here at CNN?
That's what's crazy. So here's what's cool about RFK Jr. is he seems to be the only guy in politics, like in mainstream politics, and he's running for president, that's going, yeah, we're all just sort of shutting up and going along with things. Like, what's going on here? And you go, oh, cool. But he's not. He seems to be the perfect guy for it because I think he could unite people. You know what I mean? I think he's middle of the road, reasonable enough that he'll get people from. Because you know me, I'm a fucking crazy right wing conspiracy theorist.
For sure.
Like, I have a whole podcast talking about how I went to a party with a tranny once. And I'll vote for RFK. You know,
I was just thinking about it, and I was thinking about the other day when I was helping my buddy at his Brandon. He was branding some cattle. And his grandpa took a phone call, and his dad goes, oh, God, it must be that fucking Democrat again. And so I'm sitting here as you're telling me about this guy, RFK. Is that what you said? RFK Jr.?
Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
And I'm thinking like, oh God, how can I sell this to these guys? And then it hit me like just the word Democrat shuts people off from voting for someone that would be good for the country. I know. And I am so on the other side of that. I don't give a fuck what side you claim. Tell me what you want to do and what your beliefs are.
Yeah.
I'll make a decision based off that. But I don't think there's a scenario that I could say, oh, he's doing all these great things, and Scott would go, I'm going to vote Democrat this year. He'd go, fuck no, I don't care who's Republican. That's who I'm voting for.
And it's so sad. And let me say this, too. And this isn't my take, but you got to hear his voice. Shane Gillis says that he thought, yeah, it's too bad nobody will vote for him because of his voice. And then he thought, God, what a fucked up world we live in. Like, that they're going to hear his voice and be like, nope, can't vote for him. But.
Johnson, why are you
Fucking advertisements. I'll tell you what. Is there a way to not have advertisements on YouTube? I'll spend the money.
Yeah, premium.
Do you know how much time I spend on YouTube?
I have YouTube Premium. It's only $15 a month.
Documents and alleged
spent 2
obstruction.
months on
Just wanted to get your
OnlyFans,
reaction to those indictments.
You know, I don't know enough about him. I would say this.
Oh, no.
You know,
No one's going to
I'm
vote
not
for
giving
him.
you anything special, any kind of special inside information or insight. I thought the New York case was a very weak case, and if I had been a prosecutor, I would not have brought it, mainly because it's the President of the United States.
He sounds like the Clintons and the Kennedys had a fucking child.
A demon baby, dude. It's so bad.
100%.
And here's what's crazy about it. If you just, like, if you were to watch that 30-minute interview, by the end of it, you'd be like, yeah, I can listen to him talk all day. You get right over it, but at the beginning, it's so bad that you go, fuck.
Dude, he's already lost half of them when he said Democrat.
He's got
And
no
then you
chance.
hear the voice. They're like, no, I'm doubling down. Fuck this guy.
And if you were listening to what he's saying, it was, like, reasonable. He goes, like, yeah, this part seems silly to me, but this part makes a lot of
That's
sense.
why people like Obama win.
He sounded
Just
good.
razzes them with the voice. There are people in your community.
I believe.
I don't want your gum.
If you have a business, you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen.
Peanut butter cup.
What were we saying? FRFK,
Yeah,
dude.
fuck 'em.
FRFK.
FRFFK.
Who?
C3.
Anyway.
Yeah, fucking whatever, man. The country was bought, paid for, sold a long time ago. My vote doesn't matter. Whoever's going to
You're
be
voting
next.
for RFK Jr., dude, or we're not going to be friends.
No, I'll vote if you. I'll tell you what.
I'll
As
make it easy.
uneducated as I am when it comes to politics, if you, someone I trust, love, and respect, tells me that's who I should vote for, I definitely would.
Okay, that's
The
what
same
we're
way
gonna
if
do.
you brought your truck in and said, "Hey, it's making this sound. What do you think I should
Yeah.
do?" If I said you need to replace this head gasket, and you went, "Nah, I think I'm going to go a different route," I'd go, "I fucking hate you."
Well, you're
I'm right. You're wrong. I'm telling you how to fix it. I have the information. I've studied this. Change the fucking head gasket.
You're correct to respect my authority in this domain, and I will say this.
Okay.
We could change the world.
I think we could.
By voting. We could turn this podcast just into a political get out and vote.
It's just for
RFK.
voting?
Just an RFK Jr.
So do we
podcast.
put it down for a year after the election's over and then just pick it up and start who's
Yeah.
next in line
Well,
and then
only-
just start fucking pushing their shit hard?
Oh, we could.
We get a whole fucking fan base on board and then we're like, if you don't vote Kennedy, you're fucking nothing.
Oh, yeah, I forget, though, that if you do that, then you lose your soul.
Yeah.
So never mind.
That's what they say.
Scratch that one.
I think Satan is involved with the election system.
You do?
Yeah, most definitely.
What else do you think Satan is involved in?
Most of my sexual history, for sure. He was there for that. I think he was running point on it, really. I think, like, it was my shit, but I was just, like, a deckhand. Like, I was just down pulling the crab pots in, and he's like, I'm going to put this where I want it to be.
Do you think that there's...
And then it took someone like you going, hey, you know you're in control of that, right? And I was like, Satan, get out of the tower.
Stop
Where have you
that.
been driving us?
Well, that's what I was going to
Good
ask you.
God.
If I say the word Satan take the wheel, is there like particular moments in your life maybe that come to mind
Oh, yeah.
when you really just said fucking...
Yeah, there was probably, it probably
You got
wasn't
it?
moments in time. There was like months of time that he was just totally in charge of the vehicle.
Oh, you just let it go.
Oh, yeah. I was fooled. He fooled me. It wasn't, I didn't just go, oh, hey, Satan, thank you for being here and take the wheel. He tricked me.
Uh-huh.
He just sat on my shoulder and said, keep grabbing
Dude.
them crab pots. I'm going to steer this ship where we're going.
And I think the devil does trick us
Oh, he does.
if we're not careful. How are ways that we can be careful, or how are ways that like we're not careful and we can be tricked by the devil? Because I think this is real.
I think you
Also, I'm
you
gonna
hit
have
it
to
on
find
the
a
head.
woman that doesn't think I'm crazy for just thinking this is real. But continue.
I think you hit it on the head. What do you say about living your morals and your values and living in accordance with them?
Yeah, if you do that, it's harder to be
I
tricked by the
think
devil.
that is
I
the
think
only
that's
way that you
true.
beat the devil, for sure. You go, nah, hey, because if you're not living like that, you're kind of in the motion with it. You're kind of going with the flow, and you end up places where you wouldn't necessarily be, as opposed to if you're like, hey, these are my values, these are my morals, this is how I'm living, and no one's going to change that.
It brings a lot of intentionality to your life, and when your life's intentional, it's harder for the devil to come in and pull you
Most definitely, because you see him.
down the wrong path. Yeah, you go, okay, you're not, yeah.
No room for you here, bud. We're at maximum capacity.
Dude, you know how he can trick you, though? Is by making you horny.
Sex.
Yeah, dude. Holy Lord.
Oh, man.
I spent money on the OnlyFans. I'm not proud of it. Sorry.
Don't be.
It is what it is.
Suck it. You already did it. Suck it up.
Yeah, no. And also, I'm glad that I'm single, and I don't care if anybody hears this.
Yeah, what does it matter? You can look at naked girls.
I looked at pornography on the internet.
Yeah, it's fun.
And I'll tell you another thing. I don't feel that bad about it.
You should.
Because I paid for it.
Yeah, you deserve it. It's yours.
They gave it to me for money.
You paid for it. It's yours.
Yeah, I don't see what the big hang up is.
If you buy a truck and then burn the tires off it, you're like, yeah, well, I get maybe that wasn't the smartest, but it's mine. I can do whatever I want.
You know when you're in a relationship and you go, oh, I can't like say some of this stuff on a podcast because I'm in a relationship?
Yep.
And I don't want to offend anybody?
Yep.
And you go, God, I wish I was free when I'm, single. I used to be free. I'm free now, and it's nice. I can say whatever I want. But this is mostly, I'm just doing this for me now so that I can listen back later. Braxton, it's lonely, dude. If you have a woman, hold her.
Yin and yang. That's the part that makes you appreciate it.
True.
You have to truly soak up what you're going through now to be when you're with a woman to be like, oh, shit. I actually would just rather lay here and hold you tonight.
I have a confession to make.
Okay.
I've been orgasming for dopamine, not because I'm even horny that much.
Nothing wrong with it. You're using the tools you have. If you're looking for someone to guilt you, it ain't going to be on this end of the table. So, dude, that is built in helping yourself out. Oh, everything's just overwhelmingly shitty, and then you just fucking, oh, she's fucking stuck in there, dude, and fucking jerk one out in the toilet. That's on you, God. That's on you, God. Thank you. I needed that. I didn't know if I was going to get through today. Dude. And then you let me fucking stroke it to some fucking bitch I'll never have to answer to.
And it's not in alignment with like all of my values or even the Bible, which I believe in.
For sure.
But honestly, I have no problem with that way of looking at it. Do you know how much easier that is to live your life and just go, hey, I'm not going to beat myself up all the time. I'm just going to be the best version of me I can be, and sometimes I'm not going to be perfect.
Yeah. And if I'm carrying too much, I'm going to fucking dump it in the toilet and move on.
Sometimes I got to crumb.
I'll leave all that fucking emotion with it, too.
Dude.
Crumbtown, USA.
And another thing. You ever had sexual intercourse with a lady?
But I was waiting for the other half of that. I stay Crumbtown, USA, and ladies. What's going on? What's the next thing you're gonna ask?
I just love the idea of it.
I just love fucking.
Mm-hmm.
It's that dude. I would have thrived being like 18 in 1962.
Holy Lord.
Dude.
You would have got caught up in some shit.
Free love. I just view it different. I don't have it like it's not this intimate. Not that I love when I'm in a relationship, and I love when it's just me and her, and of course there's no cheating, no shit like that going on. But when I'm single, like I can have sex with damn near anyone.
Yeah.
Like any chick, like as long as we're on the same page and it's like, oh, we're just doing this because we enjoy that.
Uh-huh.
It's clearly not cool to play with emotions and do shit like that.
I don't know if I could do that.
Dude, fuck down USA.
I kind of have to be in love, dude. And it was crazy to see this happen. Granted, as I started eating more, my penis worked better. But the more I fell in love and like really let myself be in love and not like be a fucking pussy about it, the harder my penis got.
For sure. But you're building that bridge.
That's what
you were
my body
scared
does,
getting
though.
into it, and you're leaning into.
And my penis was scared.
Them fucking hard cocks. But now that you've done this fucking breakup, and you're realizing it's not like a super low, like eventually you're gonna level out.
I
You
can be
just
hard
like,
all the time?
Anytime a girl, yeah, whenever you want, you just be like, oh, you want a rager? I got it.
Really?
Yeah, give me 30 seconds. I'll be ready to fuck, girl.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm on the opposite end of that spectrum. I'll get a boner in the truck with no one around, and I didn't even hear anything sexual.
You should try.
I'll just think about a girl's tits I've seen and be like, whoa, whoa.
Maybe you should eat less. Because I'll tell you this.
Because I'm fat?
No, because if I eat breakfast and lunch, it would come off as conceited if I told you what my penis was like. Dude, if I'm well nourished, bruh, if a lady, and this isn't like a fucking this is a hypothetical, purely hypothetical, but if a lady were to make me avocado toast and like yogurt with fruit in it for breakfast, and then like a big sandwich with habanero honey mustard and like meat and cheese for lunch, and then wanted to have sex with me in the afternoon, my penis would be fucking erect.
You fucking spraying, dude.
So I'm just saying, if you didn't eat, maybe.
So if there's any of you pretty girls out there that happen to be listening or know someone that is listening, if you know how to cook a sweet, healthy, nutritious breakfast and make a good sandwich with a habanero, Braxton will be hard as a goddamn rock come 3 p.m. every fucking day.
I'm taking applications.
Oh, dude, they'll get that 3 p.m. fuck. All they had to do is put in a little work. They had to front load their day. They had to get some work done, get you fed, get you taken care of. But 3 o'clock, it's your time, mama.
Dude, and if I get taken care of.
You work for this hard dick, now lay on your back and take it.
There's no limit. I truly am so cool and supportive.
Oh, dude, you're the best.
Bruh.
You are the best.
I oftentimes think, like, wow, if I just had me in a relationship to, like, be this supportive.
Oh, God.
Do you know how high I could fly?
Oh, dude, it'd be insane.
I've been trying to do it to myself.
I think you're there. I think you've already done it. I think you're just sorting out some, what do they call it? After an electric shock, there's still some
residual.
Yeah, no, they call it something. Like, say there's down power line and they cut the power off, but there's still, the line can still be energized. Dude. I think that's your past emotions, and I think you're already past it. And then sometimes it just sends a little shock.
Sometimes they go to grand, and I'm like, oh fuck.
This could suck again.
I miss her.
Yep.
And then I go, oh, well, wait a second.
Yeah, I do not.
About? You're so, you're amazing. Chill. So, yeah, I don't know. It's been cool, dude. We broke free.
You're on the come up.
I think we're going to be able to maintain it. That's what's crazy, is having hope. It's not like every other time I've ever felt good, I've gone, well, this is obviously going to end again. And every other time I felt good, I've been with that cheating whore. So I go, well, it's going to go wrong, and then I'm going to be sad again. But I don't have that looming over my head all the time anymore. Now it's just like, oh, I guess we can just be happy forever. You can just keep being
That's
cool.
got to be a win, right?
It's like, what? Okay, I guess so. And then I go, but what if you're lonely? Remember how you are lonely and you get sad? And it's like, no, you're all right. Like, the universe takes care of you because you rule. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Sorry, dude. Forgot. Oh, I'm such an idiot.
Just a bowl of porridge and you're back to it.
So all I'm saying is, if believing in that makes you fucking, I don't know, dumb or wayward, suck my dick, dude. Not all who wander are lost. That's what I'll say.
Suck his dick!
Okay, I'm tired of naming these episodes by myself. Fucking brainstorm. What are we going to name it?
Oh.
We talked politics. We talked about you buying your Toyota.
Well, the whole thing comes back around to the fact that this time your cage has not been rattled by someone that does not deserve to rattle your cage. You have ran into several things. You've ran into lost love. You've ran into family that has a heavy input that you appreciate on your life that you said, yo, bitch, I ain't dealing with that shit. And on top of that, now you're batting 1,000. You've beat loneliness. You've done everything that you wanted to do 6 months ago when you went through your breakup. You're going through this breakup like the guy you wanted to be 6 months ago. Yeah. And I think it all comes back to you having a backbone.
I think you're right. I'm spined up.
Yeah, you've planted your feet and you said, this is how I fucking feel. This is what I'm going through. This is what I'm going to do. And no one gets to change that.
Yeah, dude, I'm spined up.
And you're a lot better with words than me, so you're probably going to come up with something for the title. It's got to be to do with your foundation.
And F says, oh fuck. And
Grounded?
Says, I thought you had me in prison this whole time, but I'm the one holding the keys. That's what he says, dude. And that's what we found out the last 6 months, or
breaking chains.
Yeah, is that like we've been set free, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Our chains are no longer on us. What do they say?
It could be Freedom 35, like Trailer Park Boys.
That's not going to work, but we are breaking these chains. They say that stuff in the Christian church all the time. Is it breaking chains? Anyway, but yeah, we're spined up, dude.
You are.
We have a backbone,
dude, and it can't be stopped.
And we have the keys to the prison that we thought we were in. The keys were in our pocket, and we went,
oh, what's that goddamn?
Can we just get out of here? I had the key right here in my pocket this whole time.
Birmingham?
Alcatraz?
Alcatraz.
Are you serious? The prison escape? Alcatraz is the island prison those people escaped from. Dude, sometimes I feel like I'm on Alcatraz,
Where does the Mona Lisa hang?
but I dug out.
No, there's a building I'm thinking of.
Like the fucking center of something, like the natural history. Fuck, dude, this podcast has gone completely off the rails.
No, there's a fucking name. God damn it.
The Museum of Natural History, the Museum of Natural Art, the Smithsonian Institute. Where's the Mona Lisa? You're not even going to be close.
Louvre.
The Louvre Museum. You're not even close. Dude.
That ain't it.
Yeah,
God,
of
when I
course it's
remember, you're
not.
going to be like, that's in St. Louis. That's gay as fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Or some fucking
Just like,
gay shit.
It's Popeye's chicken. Is that what you're thinking of?
No,
I know
God
when it gets
damn
late, you
it.
start thinking of Popeye's
It's
chicken.
a palace.
Oh, is it the Royal Palace? Is it the Taj Mahal?
Nope.
Oh, is it
Something Ham Palace.
Buckingham?
Is that it?
Yeah, Buckingham Palace. That's where the royal people live.
And don't they have a bunch of...
Yeah, guards.
Way to shut that down quick. Ah, fuck, I don't know what it was. Anyways, you got a backbone, you got a dick. You can figure you've done fucking 12 episodes of fucking figuring out the name. I bet you can probably sort through this one.
15. We've done 15 episodes.
Holy
I
shit.
put so much work into this podcast.
Dude, you really do. Do you cheers me with your mic? I'll jump off a
I'll
bridge.
fucking bump mics with you, dog. Okay, I love you. Thanks for being my friend. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to our podcast.
Love you, bye.
We'll see you in hell.
Yeah, give me 30 seconds. I'll be ready to fuck, girl.